Alright, and with that, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast on September 30th, 2017, one day before we hit October 2017. So yes, hope everyone is doing well. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. If you're here live on Twitch, welcome to you as well, as we're here giving you guys the channel update here for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast for October 2017. Some little bit of some stuff to talk about tonight or this afternoon, depending where you're watching this. Not really too much, as like I said, to talk about today, but we will quickly get on our way right here. But as you can see, we have did a little bit of changing for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast a bit. It looks a little different now, yeah? So now we got stuff I could showcase up here. We got the chat if you're here live on Twitch. And then you got my feed right here on the webcam. So yeah, a little bit of some changes here that I kind of like, actually. If you were here at the last night's cast during the first night of our Season 7 cast, you may have saw some few changes on that, and we'll talk about that in a little bit here on the cast. So yeah. But for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, we got a few new graphics and whatnot, just because it's a new season and whatnot. So I figured, you know what, we'll change the look of it a bit, and it kind of needed it. It kind of looked kind of not so great, so I figured, you know what, we'll change the look of it for this upcoming season, and I think it looks pretty good. Now it gives you guys more. You guys can see yourself talking in the chat if you are here live for the podcast every episode. So yeah. But let's get underway right now. So yeah, our first thing we usually do when it comes to podcasts, or the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, is we always give out our sub shout out. And yeah, every month we always shout out to those of you who have subscribed to the channel. Like I said, it's always a 100% optional thing to sub to my channel, so don't feel like you need to do so. But if you are sub, you get a monthly shout out for being a paid subscriber here on Twitch TV. So we'll quickly shout out to those of you who have subbed to the channel. And we'll quickly showcase those right here, right now. So thank you to Billy3802, 007565, aka Volano, Grady Dose, Jinjos, Super Mutant 2099, Apparition, Kipy00, Kirk64, Dual Vision, J10, Lemon Lizard, Living YU, and Tater X32. So thank you very much for those of you who have subscribed. Like I said, if you are a sub, you get a monthly shout out for being a subscriber on the channel. So every month here on the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, you do get a nice shout out. So thank you once again for all the support and joining the Beatdown crew. So thank you for those who subbed. I always do appreciate that. Let's move on right here. So let's talk about the month week of it. That's not spelled correctly, so don't worry about that. So let's talk about what happened the past month here in September. So September was pretty much just a bit of a slow month, I'd say. It was kind of the end of the past season, basically season number 6. We ended up our final game number 103 for Let's Play Nights. And that was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, as we 100%, well, technically I guess you could say, it's not really 100% of the game, but we completed every shrine in the game, so that was awesome, and then we went into the again with the mob, which was awesome. And I actually really enjoyed that game. I thought it was a really, really, really fun game to play through. A big game, I have to say, but I really enjoyed my time with it. It's really, really, really fun. If you've not played it, go do so. Even if you have a Switch or not, if you don't have it, go get it. If you have a Wii U, it's on there as well, and make sure to go play because it's pretty good. I gotta say, I actually really enjoyed it. And it made a pretty fun playthrough to play for Let's Play Nights, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't seen my playthrough of it, you can actually look through my Twitch archives on TGBD archives, and it's all up there in a playlist, so you guys can watch all those if you ever wanted to. And every cast was 6 hours of that awesome game, so yeah, there's a lot of footage for that game that I've done, so yeah. And then that basically concludes Season 6's playthroughs, and we basically, the last couple Let's Play Night casts, we just went and did some leftover stuff. We went back to older playthroughs and did some past stuff. We went back to Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD, and we took down the bonus boss, aka Julius, as both Sora and Riku. That was a fun fight. I mean, I had to grind a little bit for some things. I think it was water boost, just in order to beat him. But after doing that, he was pretty much done for because Balloon is overpowered and it is a savior in that game. So yeah, so basically with Julius defeated, that was actually my second bonus boss I've ever defeated in a Kingdom Hearts game. The first one being Sephiroth from Kingdom Hearts 2. I still haven't done like Lingering Will or anything like that, so yeah, I need to actually fight all the remaining bonus bosses that there are. That should be something I should really do sometime down the line on this channel. So maybe next time for Leftovers. Who knows? We'll see. And then we went back to a game we did for the Empty Wallathon of 2016-2017, and that was Final Fantasy 15. We went back and did some of the DLC for that game, episode Gladio and episode Prompto, and then we went and tried to do the Assassin's Creed event. But unfortunately, the Assassin's Creed event decided, hey, I'm going to bug out. I'm gonna find a glitch in the game. Technically, I found a glitch in the game, and basically it bugged the whole game, so I was not able to really beat it. And so I really had to reload the game, and it didn't even save, unfortunately. So that kind of sucked. But from what I played, it was okay. I'd say it was all right. It was pretty fun, but I actually really enjoyed playing it. Too bad it glitched on me, but yeah, that's it is what it is. But we saw the ending of it. I was actually at the ending too. I want to mention. I went and looked it up. Like we were literally at the end of that episode too, or that event, and unfortunately it glitched out on me. So that kind of sucks. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But maybe I'll probably finish up on my own time just so I can get the achievements or whatever it is. So. Excuse me, I sneezed there. Sorry me. But yeah, I'll have to eventually have to go back and do that for my own time. So yeah, wait, Assassin's Creed event for it. Yeah, there's an event in Final Fantasy 15. It's DLC. It's free DLC, in fact, and it's basically just promoting like the new Assassin's Creed game that's coming out in I guess at the end of this upcoming month in October. So yeah, so yeah, so I guess for whatever reason they were like, hey, let's do a little crossover thing, and it's it's pretty good, I'd say. It's not too bad, but it is what it is. But I thought it was pretty fun. And after that, we went back and looked at some of the ukulele updates that they changed from the update that they recently released on console, and then we went back and complete collecting the remaining tokens, smiley tokens I've been calling them, in Rayman Origins, and then we went and did the house quest for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so I was able to get a house in Breath of the Wild at the end of the day, so that's awesome. I didn't do any of the DLC for Breath of the Wild yet, just because I was waiting for the story DLC, which hasn't released yet, but supposedly in December, maybe this holiday, I like to say. Probably November or December sometime. Probably when no Nintendo game is really out at the moment, or we're getting released, they'll probably release it at some point. I eventually will try to go back and do the story DLC that they're gonna release, because that's the one I'm kind of waiting for. I don't really care about the Trial of the Sword as much, but I have to eventually get that one because, well, you can't buy one of the DLCs or the other. You have to buy both of them in order to get the one DLC you want. So. Oh well, I guess so. I'll eventually, maybe we'll showcase that as well. So, yeah. But yeah, that was basically Let's Play nights. Like I said, it wasn't very active. Also, I guess since we were in September still, we started up season number 7 with our first game of the season being Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. We started that as of this recording last night here on the channel. Very fun. It's not a very action-packed game. It's kind of a slower game because it's more strategy-based, but it's pretty fun. It's very animated, I gotta say. I really like a lot of the cutscenes in the game. It's very goofy too. But it's very fun so far. I've been enjoying it so far for early impressions. Yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing that. And it's also one of our first games for the Empty Wallathon 2017-2018, which is a marathon I'm doing where I'm playing brand new games, releasing from August to January. And it's going to be a very loaded one too. And as of this recording later tonight, we'll be starting our second game for the Empty Wallathon, and that is Cuphead. And from what I've seen, that game looks pretty damn hard. And I suck at 2D platformers or 2D like shoot 'em ups or whatever you want to call them. Like any of those kind of games, like Contra a bit, which is kind of what it resembles a bit. So I'm probably gonna die in rage. So if this game hasn't been like too like insane, like action packed or whatnot, don't worry. Cuphead will probably be a little more interesting, because I think I'll probably be a little more hyper and like more ragey at that game compared to like Mario and Rabbids. So yeah, but yeah. So basically that was it for Let's Play Nights. Not really, like I said, not too much happening from this month, but this upcoming month it will probably be picking up a little more, just because there's going to be a lot more happening. Because, like I said, September was basically the end of Season 6, and just the transitions to Season number 7, which we are currently in as of right now, so yeah. So yeah, and then also this month we also did some late night beatdowns. There was a few number casts. There was a total of 3 late night beatdown casts this month. There wasn't actually a 4th, just because on Thursday, this latest Thursday, I was not able to actually cast for late night beatdown. So yeah, this past month, what did we play this last month? Well, we'll talk about that right here, right now. So our first cast of late night beatdowns, which happened on September 7th, 2017, we played some 100% orange juice, which in that cast, that stream of OJ brought in one of the funniest moments I've ever seen happen, and a certain mod is very happy about that one, just because of all the events that occurred in that. There was one game where I couldn't level up, so then I was basically, was like, you know what, I'm done with this game. I left, and then as soon as I joined, because I was doing that just to troll, and then I joined right back in, and then as I did, it warped everybody, which screwed over 2 people. Which helped out one person, aka Edge. He just commented right there, and he said roll the 4, because Heel said don't roll a 4 to him, and he ends up rolling a 4 and wins the game, and it was pretty beautiful. Very, very awesome game. That was probably one of the funniest games of OJ I played in quite a long time. So if you haven't seen that highlight, it is up on the main YouTube channel, which is where you're watching this right now if you're on YouTube, so go check that out. It was very, very, quite the funny moment, I have to say. And then the second game of that cast was Grand Theft Auto Online, which also brought a lot of highlights and whatnot, such as me getting whammed with a vehicle by Dan, and somebody surviving like by drinking booze. I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto. There's always going to be shenanigans with GTA Online. It always has been, always will be on this channel. Since the beginning, when Grand Theft Auto Online was the first thing, went back in like, what was it, 2013 or so? So yeah, that game, GTA Online has always brought some funny moments, and it still has to this day, which is pretty great. Yeah, it was fun playing that again. I think as of that cast, there was actually new updates for both OJ and GTA at that time too, so that's pretty awesome. So it was very fun. I enjoyed my time playing that. It was very good. And then our next Late Night Beatdowns cast was on September 14th, 2017, and I remember we're having some internet difficulties, so supposedly originally it was going to be Splatoon 2 and Left 4 Dead 2, but unfortunately, because of how long it took my internet to get back up online, we only played Left 4 Dead 2 on the channel, on that cast, and it was fun too. I really like this game. This game is so fun to play. I don't play it as often, but I really need to, because Left 4 Dead 2 is a hell of a good time. It was the Steam version of the game, and that also brought some pretty funny moments as well, especially one in particular where Salty Dan was doing basically a teamwork speech, and it ended up backfiring on his team, and his team like died like 2 seconds into the level, which was pretty damn amazing. If you haven't seen that as well, like I said, that's also a highlight on the YouTube channel as well, the main one that is. You can also check out that stream over on TGBD Archives. It is the September 14th, 2017 edition of Late Night Beatdown, so make sure to go check that out as well. And then our last edition of Late Night Beatdowns came at, which was pretty much a last, this wasn't originally going to be happening just because I wanted to spend this day to actually work on my anniversary cast stuff and whatnot, and just also this layout stuff and whatnot. And that happened on September 21st, 2017, which technically now was the last Late Night Beatdowns cast for season number 6. And during this cast, we did 2 games. One being Splatoon 2, which was just to make up for that not being played last week on the channel. And then we also played our first time ever NHL 18. Yes, we are now bringing sports games to Late Night Beatdown. Just the multiplayer sessions of sports games. Single player sports games will still stay on TGBD Sports, which will eventually come back sometime. I'm not sure when exactly, but I will try to bring back TGBD Sports sometime. Just I gotta make time for it. That's the thing. Just because keep in mind, you guys don't know about that channel. That channel doesn't have a schedule of any sorts. It's just a whenever I feel like kind of casting kind of channel. So there's no schedule like this channel, but it's basically when I feel like casting over there. But anyway, yeah. For that cast, we played some Splatoon 2, and with Splatoon, I mean, yeah. And then NHL 18, which was very, very fun. I had a little more fun playing that compared to Splatoon 2, honestly, just because, I don't know. I find more enjoyment in that over Splatoon 2, honestly. Just because, I don't know. I just have people who play with me, and yeah. Or I just have some people who enjoy playing that with me. It's always fun playing them sports games. Especially App. App is hilarious when he plays NHL, just because he always has the shenanigans. And all the silly stuff that happens during like NHL is always amazing, so yeah. And so that will definitely be coming by a little more often for Late Night Beatdowns this upcoming season, so yeah, I always enjoy playing that. I'm glad to see that I'm bringing back. I'm glad that I brought back sports game multiplayer for late nights, just because it's been a while, and I feel like that should be something that should have been here, just because it's been there since the beginning, but it hasn't been around for quite a while, so yeah. I'm glad we brought that back, so yeah. And yeah, that was basically that. That was basically Late Night Beatdowns for this month. Yeah, there was like 3 casts, like I said, with a total of 5 games, I believe. Yeah, 5 games in total being played, and I enjoyed every Late Night Beatdown cast this month. It was actually really fun. Multiplayer sessions are always fun, and yeah, thanks for everybody who voted for the polls when there were viewer choice polls and that. So yeah, it was a fun time. It was very, very fun. And then following that, our next thing after that was Mario Kart Sundays, and here's another multiplayer-based cast. During this month as well, we basically had a total of, I think, 4 Mario Kart casts. Let's make sure here. Yes, we had 4 Mario Kart casts this past month. We had 2 for Mario Kart 8 Wii U, and then 2 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch. And always a fun time playing Mario Kart. Not much to really say about Mario Kart. There's not much really different about Mario Kart. It's just Mario Kart Sundays, so yeah. Not really much to say about that, so yeah. I mean, there were some highlights. I mean, especially the last cast of Season 6. I mean, the last previous Mario Kart Sundays cast was it was something, let me tell you what. I mean, Mario Kart is always something. There's always going to be shenanigans when it comes to Mario Kart Sundays, so, I mean, yeah, it's always a lulzy of a time, that's for sure. Yeah, and, yeah, so if you have Mario Kart 8 Wii U or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, definitely come on by for Mario Kart, because it's always fun. I mean, there's always highlights of it every week for the most part, so, yeah. But yeah, that was basically that for Mario Kart. I mean, Mario Kart's Mario Kart. There's not really much to talk about, so yeah. And then one last thing that was kind of a last-minute thing as well, and that was we also did a Let's React this past month as well, and that was for the Nintendo Direct a couple weeks ago, actually, as of now. Yeah, I think that was on the 13th of September, if I'm correct, and we reacted to the Nintendo Direct that happened during that time, and it was okay, I'd say. I mean, you can check out, if you haven't seen my reactions to it, it's up on the main YouTube channel, or if you're on Twitch, it's somewhere in there, so just go check my past broadcasts or highlights. You should be able to find it. There's a thumbnail for it. You'll see Mario and Cappy on it, so yeah, I mean, it was an okay Direct. It wasn't spectacular, but it was okay, I'll say. But you can go check that out if you haven't done so. Yeah, if you haven't seen them yet, it is up there. So yeah. So yeah, basically that was basically what were the streams for this past month. Like I said, it was just like I said, it was just a pretty normal month. Like I said, it was just a finale of season 6, just to transition over to the new season, which we're currently in right now. So yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a fun month of casting. We finished up Zelda, went back to do some other games back to games that we did play and do some other stuff. We also did some awesome late night beatdown casts. We did some Mario Kart, and then we did some Let's React. So yeah, a lot of stuff this past month, which is pretty awesome because, especially for a month that I was going to be very busy in a bit, it was kind of surprising that we got a lot done in this one month. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So what are this month's plans? Well, this month, as I can say, late Let's Play nights is going on. Like I said, we are currently in the start of season number 7, so Let's Play nights are currently going on as we speak. We have started our first game of 2, which our second will be starting later tonight, following this archive or this episode of the Monthly Beadown Podcast. And our first game we were playing last night, which started season 7, was this game, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which was pretty fun. That game is being played every Friday or Mondays whenever I can cast, until it has been beaten. It's also our first game of the Empty Wallathon Marathon, which I'll get to here in just a second. And we're also, Cuphead is our second game, which we'll be starting later tonight here on this channel. So yeah, as of this recording, we'll be here to play it tonight, starting up Cuphead, and that will be Saturdays and Monday nights, until it has been beaten. And like I mentioned, we are currently in the Empty Wallathon Marathon, which is a marathon where I'll be playing brand new games releasing from August to January for this marathon. So anything that's coming out in between then will be played for this marathon. So this marathon is going to probably last for quite a while. It's probably going to be the biggest Empty Wallathon marathon I have done. I think the last biggest one was back in, I think it was season 4, which had a total of, let me just think here, Hyrule Warriors, Evil Within 2, Bayonetta, Sonic, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Cat and Toads, which had a total of 8 games. Yeah. A total of 8 games in total. This year is probably going to be even bigger. Probably 10 to 12 at best, probably. Yeah, it is, it is quite a loaded year this year. We like I said, we currently have 2 at the moment, and there's still stuff coming out as we speak. Starting in like a few weeks, actually, we will be getting our next game here. But after, like I should mention, after Cuphead is concluded, if it takes a cast or 2, once Cuphead is done, Mario & Rabbids will actually take over for the Friday and Saturday slot until it has been completed. So yeah, and thank you, Gingers, for the resub. I do appreciate that. So yeah, just like I said, so once Cuphead has been completed, Mario & Rabbids will take over for the Saturday slot, just to get that done. Just because I think the goal for Mario & Rabbids, like I said, is we're gonna try to do at least 4 nights of this game to conclude it, and then once that's basically done, once basically the anniversary cast passes, that's basically when the next game will probably be starting, or around the time when that's happening, I should say. So that's kind of my plan for that. So yeah, I'm expecting this marathon to last basically till January, basically. So it's gonna be a big one. So yeah, be excited for that, because like I said, we got a lot of stuff that's gonna be played for this, unless it gets delayed at all, and I hope that's not the case. So yeah, and then as well, there's going to be late night beatdown cast this month as well, so that's basically what you can expect. Our first one's going to be Overwatch, which is this upcoming Thursday night, which is going to be on October the 5th, in fact. Overwatch and a viewer's choice game, which you guys can vote on. So yeah, come on by for that if you have the PC version of Overwatch. I believe Overwatch is actually free right now on PC this week, so it was either, I think it's this week or it was last week. I can't remember exactly. Don't quote me on that. I'll actually look it up right here, right now. So let me just take a look here. Let's see. Oh, it was last weekend. Okay, I thought it was this weekend. It was actually last weekend. It was actually free. So I guess we missed it then. But I think it is on sale at the moment. So if you haven't picked it up yet on PC, that's a good time to get it right now. I think it's still on sale. But but don't quote me on that. I might be wrong on that. So yeah. And then what other games we'll probably play, I'm not too sure on yet. I still kind of decide what we play for my choice for late night beatdowns, like the day of the previous late night beatdowns. That's how I decide everything like that. So yeah. So who knows what we'll play? You guys decide on one game. I decide on one game. It's just that's how that works basically. So yeah. And then as well, as always, there's always going to be Mario Kart. So Mario Kart will be happening as well, so don't worry if you're wondering, is Mario Kart not happening this month? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Are you crazy? Mario Kart is always on Sundays, every Sunday for the most part, but if it has to be made up on Mondays, I will let you all know on that when that happens, so yeah. So yeah, expect all that to be happening, and then there's also one more event that's going to be happening later this upcoming month, and we'll talk about that again here later on, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, let's move on to our next topic here. Oh, actually, there's one last thing I'm going to be talking about here. During the week of October 27th to the 30th, we're going to be switching up the graphics a bit to look more Halloween looking for the Ghouling Beatdown. Yes, the Ghouling Beatdown will be making its return for a week from October 27th to the 30th, which is basically where I just transformed the channel to more Halloween looking graphics on the stream. So yeah, that's going to be happening around October 27th to the 30th. So yeah, get ready for some spoopy looking graphics and whatnot. So yeah. And when I mean graphics, I mean like the stream graphic, like everything around here and whatnot. So yeah, that should be awesome. And yeah, I really like how I made this this logo last year, and I actually really like how it turned out. It looks really cool. Really cool looking logo. So yeah, expect some graphic changes for Halloween for about a week, for 1 week basically, from October 27th to the 30th. So yeah. And yeah, so basically that's basically what to expect for this upcoming month. And like I said, it's just we're starting season 7, and so hopefully it starts with a bang, or how a certain character in Ruby likes to say, with a yang. Okay. Alright, anyways, so yeah, let's talk about our next event here that I want to talk about, and that's going to be happening this month, and that is the 6-year anniversary show, which is happening live here October 14th, 2017. I'm going to be celebrating 6 years of live streaming here on Twitch TV. During the show, there's going to be a lot of stuff going to be happening, such as the top 50 moments video of season number 6. There also will be announcements and other goodies going to be talking about here, so that's why they're not being talked about on this episode of the Monthly Beadown Podcast, just because most of it will be discussed during, and I mean during, this show right here. And also there will also be the announcement of the winners of the polls that you guys can go vote for right now over at the gamingbeatdown.weebly.com. Make sure to go vote for the award show polls for the 60th anniversary show. The polls that we're currently got up right now are the playthrough of the year, the worst playthrough of the year, the mod of the year, the best running gag of the year, the best new upcoming caster, and the replay poll. There's actually one more poll going up next Friday afternoon. And once that poll is up, we have every single poll up on the site. So yeah, make sure to go vote for those polls. Like I said, as always, you can vote once a day for these polls, so make sure to go vote for those. And you have basically until the 13th of October at 11:59 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to vote. So once it's noon Pacific, all the polls will be closing, and so then I can tally up the results and whatnot, and then I can announce them on the next day, which is the 6-year anniversary show. So make sure to go vote for those right now over at thegamingbeatdown.weebly.com. It's under events, 6-year anniversary, polls. It's all right there. Make sure to go do that. Once again, this is happening live Saturday, October 14th, 2017 at 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, as we celebrate 6 freaking amazing years of TGBD. So yeah, that's basically when to expect that. And I want to actually mention a little bit of an update when it comes regarding to the 6-year anniversary show. If you're a sub, you have seen a bit of a teaser of it. But I like to say right now, as of right now, the video is currently at 75% done completion. it is getting close to being done. I will mention now all the highlights have been decided on, so all the highlights I have decided to put in the video have been chosen, so I don't need to choose those anymore. That decision has been all finalized already. It's now just putting them in and just doing the heavy editing part of them now. So yeah, I'm currently, as of right now, on highlight number 15 at the moment, 14, somewhere around there. So it'll probably take a few more days just to finish that all up and whatnot. But yeah, it's getting there. Once we put all the videos in, it's just going to be heavy editing after that, just making some final touches and tweaks, and then basically it'll just get rendered and it'll be done and whatnot, and it'll get premiered here on October 14th, 2017, so yeah, be excited for that. It's been in the development for quite a while. It's been, like, I guess around the end of August, so yeah, it's been in the works for quite a bit, so hope you guys are looking forward to it. It should be good as always. And yeah, so also I should mention, once the video gets played on the anniversary show, it will be available up on the Twitch channel, and it will be up on the YouTube channel, so you guys can view it anywhere you want, basically. So yeah. And also, one more announcement: the day of the anniversary show, because I'm going to be probably streaming a day before this one, so basically on the 13th, I will be streaming probably Let's Play nights and whatnot. Following that cast, like a few hours before the 60th anniversary show, I'm going to be going live on a vodcast, and I'm going to be actually replaying all the past anniversary show best moment videos. So season 2, 3, 4, and 5 will all be played one by one in anticipation, or just, I guess just as they build up to the 60th anniversary show. So you guys can just chill on my channel and just watch those videos again if you want, just to get anticipated for the 60th anniversary show hours before it happens. So yeah, so expect that to happen. That probably will start around, gosh, I don't know, maybe noon my time or so. So yeah, I'm trying to think of maybe around there, so you can watch all of those again. So yeah, so it's basically like a best of marathon, watching like all the best moment videos that I have created over the years, from season 2 to 5, basically. So yeah. So yeah, expect that. So yeah, that's basically when that's going to be happening. And once again, that's happening live here Saturday, October 14th, 2017, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to vote for the polls and that. They're over at the website right now. One more poll will be going up next Friday, and all polls will be up there. And yeah, make sure to vote once a day for those, as they close October 13th at 11:59 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, that's how that will work. So next up, let's move on here. We're going to talk about this month's stream schedule. And for the stream schedule now, we actually have changed it up a little bit now. So I'm no longer going to be showing it to you through spec.me anymore, because I don't know, because it's harder to update on spec.me because it's kind of glitchy at times. So I figured, because Twitch has made such an awesome thing called the events section, I figured, why don't we use this instead? Let's swap over here and let it load, and boom, there we are right there. We got the new events section here on Twitch TV. This is on my actual Twitch channel. Hello, we are live. You probably don't see me, but yeah. But anyways, we'll talk about the schedule for this upcoming month. So if you need to know what my schedule is here on the stream, this is where you can check, and this is where you can find out when I'm going live and whatnot. Best way you can remind yourself when I go live, you can just click that, and you can just remind yourself when I'm going live or whatnot. So you get notified an hour before I actually go live too. So that's actually a good way to actually know when I go live. And another way as well, if you follow me, I can't show it on here just because I don't have myself logged in on my Twitch here, but I can't show it anyway. But if you follow as well, if you click the follow button and whatnot, there should be like a little notification that'll pop up underneath, and it can give you notifications and when I go live as well. Because if you've been on Twitch and you see like a little notification like at the top, basically, like if you're on the top here, scroll up and there's like a little notification that pops up on the, I think it's the top right of the screen. That'll notify you when I'm actually live. The minute I go live, it'll like notify you like right there. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the schedule for this month. Just let everybody know that anything that you see here is destined to change if anything happens. If like either time starts or whatnot, or just day changes or whatnot. If anything has to happen, some stuff is due to change if something does occur. So yeah. So yeah, we're currently live here right now, Monthly Beadown Podcast. Here we are. Hello. Later tonight, as of this recording, we'll be live here with Let's Play Nights with day number 1 of Cuphead, which should be a very interesting game. So I hear a lot of hard things about this game. Like, it's very, very tough, so this should be fun. So I'm probably expecting it to be a 2-night cast. I haven't put it down as a second day cast for this game yet, but it's only 1 right now, just because I think this game was said it was not that very long. But for me, it'll probably take a few casts, probably 2 at least, I'd say. So. But maybe I'll be surprised and actually do pretty well, and maybe I'll be in 1 cast, but we'll see. But I highly doubt that. So, but day 1 will be happening September 30th, 8 p.m. Mountain, 1 a.m. Mountain, or basically 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Also, by the way, I should mention, if you're on this page right here, it should translate your time zone here. So whatever your time zone is, it will update for you here. So. Yeah, so it may show it as my time here. It will should update when you go there. So yeah. So then yeah, starting here in October, our first October cast is going to be with Mario Kart Sundays, October 1st. We're gonna be here with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the deluxe version of the game. So come on by for that if you have that version. Late Night Beatdowns, our first Late Night Beatdowns for season number 7 with Overwatch and a viewer's choice game. You guys will vote on what game I play for the viewer's choice portion when the poll goes up on Wednesday on the weekly update. So yeah. October 6th, day 2 of Mario and Rabbids, so we're continuing our playthrough of where we left off in World 2. I think it was 2-4, I guess, is where we are right now as it's recording, so we'll continue that on October 6th, which is a Friday. And then probably more Cuphead here. Like I said, I didn't update it yet for Cuphead, but this will most likely be Cuphead, but if not, this could end up being Mario and Rabbids here, so it could be when that happens there, so yeah. October 8th, we'll be here with Mario Kart 8 Wii U, so the Wii U version will be back here on the 8th of October. So if you have only the Wii U version, that's what version I'll be playing there. Late Night Beatdowns, we'll be here with whatever, I'm not too sure yet, but we'll decide there. You guys, we had a viewer's choice poll here as well, so yeah, every Late Night Beatdowns there will be my game and your game, so yeah. And then October 13th, there will be Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, so we'll be getting more of that there. And then on the 14th is the 6th year anniversary show. That's going to be happening the next day, so that should be awesome. And then October 15th, we'll be here with the Mario Kart Sundays with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so that should be fun. And then on a special Monday night cast, just to make up for no Let's Play cast on Saturday, October 14th, there will be a Let's Play cast here, so yeah, that's just to make up for no cast there. So it's gonna be a heavy week from the 12th to the 16th, so that should be interesting. And then October 19th, excuse me, will be Let's Play Night, or not Late Night Beatdown, excuse me. Like, what am I saying? Let's Play Nights will be October 20th, probably with the conclusion of Mario Rabbids, or maybe something new, because this could also October 16th could be Mario Rabbids as well, but this is what's currently at the moment. And then October 21st is to be determined. This should be definitely something new. Or maybe the 20th as well. These two definitely, maybe. We'll see. But definitely the 21st, there will be something different there. October 22nd, Mario Kart 8 Wii U. October 27th, Let's Play Nights, which is Friday. And there will not be a Late Night Beatdowns on the 26th, because, yeah, I'm working that night, so yeah, don't expect that. And there also will not be a Let's Play Nights on the 28th because I work, so it will be pushed back to the 30th. So the day before Halloween will be live too. And then the 29th of October we'll be here with Mario Kart Sundays with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So yeah, that's basically what will be happening. There hasn't been a date planned yet for the next Monthly Beatdown Podcast for the November channel update, so I'll eventually update when I figure out a day where I'll be able to do that. So yeah, stay tuned for that as well. So yeah, that's basically the schedule for the month. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to ask me on Twitter, Discord, or whatever. And like I said, that's the change if anything occurs. So just please keep that in mind ahead of time as well. So yeah. So that's basically the schedule for this month. Hope you guys are all right with that. If it works for you, good, because it will work for me for sure. That's all I have to say. As long as it works for me, that's great. But if it works for you guys as well, that's even better, I have to say. So. And it does auto update. That's cool. That's awesome. I have a question. What's Mario Kart? Good question, actually. I don't know. I meant Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform Sunday. Excuse me, what am I saying? I was talking about the wrong game the whole time. So yeah, that's basically then that's the month schedule. So yeah, that's how that is basically. So yeah, now our next segment here is the games that I bought section. Yeah, so basically this is where I talk about games I bought for the past month basically, and this month actually was not very heavy on buying games, believe it or not. Yeah, it was like only 2 games this month. I bought 2 games basically. I bought NHL 18 for my PlayStation 4, which was actually a digital copy. I don't have a physical copy of it. It's all digital. It's on my PS4, which is right over here. You can't actually see it, but it's right there. And then my other game I bought was Cuphead, which is on my Xbox One. So yeah, so actually since I bought the Xbox One version, I actually digitally I can actually play it on my PC as well too. So since I have Windows 10, I can actually play it on either version. So yeah, but I will be playing the game on my Xbox One. So in case anyone's wondering, so yeah, so that's the version I will be playing when it comes to Cuphead tonight. So or like tonight following the podcast. So yeah. or archive or recording or whatever you want to call it. So yeah. So, not a very heavy month when it came to buying games, but October, it's gonna be, rip this thing right here, that's for sure. Rip my money, that's for sure. October is gonna burn a hole through that thing, right? I will tell you now. October is probably gonna be the worst month, easily, for games this month, that's for sure. November shouldn't be too bad. Probably a few, but October, rip. Ripperonis. It seems like October is the month where everything comes out, so expect a lot of games to be showcased on the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast for November's channel update, so yeah. So yeah, there you go, that's that. So now we're going to be moving on to actually a brand new segment for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. This is actually something I'm going to be doing once a month now, and that is actually going to be called the Caster of the Month. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a little shout out every month to casters here on Twitch TV. Just to give them a little bit of a shout out to those of you who don't know them or haven't followed them or don't really know other casters besides myself. This is basically a way to give people some exposure and whatnot. So yeah, so every month it'll be a different caster every month. And yeah, it's kind of like what other people do on Twitch, where they like give shout outs to people and whatnot, saying go check out this person and whatnot. This will be my way of doing it. Their channel will be posted in the chat. They will be given a basically we'll showcase one of their latest clips that I looked up that was pretty funny of them. And yeah, and then if you're watching this on YouTube, the link to their channel will be in the description, so feel free to check that out there when it's down there. So yeah. So, our first cast of the month officially will be the British Andy. Yes, I figured we'll pick up my British counterpart just because he is a freaking amazing dude, as I say so myself, and he's also pretty British as well. He's a very awesome dude. Go check out his channel over at twitch.tv/TheBritishAndy. He's a very, very awesome dude. He is worth your time, I should say. So, if you like me, since I'm Canadian, go check out him. For the Britishness. So yeah, we'll actually showcase one of his little highlights here on his channel. So yeah, make sure to go check him out over at twitch.tv/TheBritishAndy. We'll go check out one of his clips right here, right now, from one of his latest casts. And I figured this one would be pretty appropriate for something he's been playing quite recently.
Yes!
So we'll bring that up right here.
Yes! We did it! Stage freaking 2 complete! Yes! Oh, the hype! The hype is real. We did it, guys. Freaking stage 2 complete. Oh, man. And we've still got just under an hour until we finish the stream. No! No, 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 please. Please, no. What the frick? Are you... No!
So yeah, that was pretty funny. Lex wins, by the way. If you tell him Lex wins, I think he'll probably get pretty salty about that. So don't tell him Lex. Oh, make sure to go tell him Lex wins. But yeah. So anyways, he's our caster of the month. So go check him out if you haven't. He's over at twitch.tv/the British Andy. If you're here on Twitch, you can get a caster command once again for him. It'll be in the chat on this side if your chat's on there. Maybe it's over there. Who knows? If you have better Twitch TV, you can probably adjust where your chat is. If you're watching this on YouTube, however, his channel will be listed. It will be linked in the description down below. So go check him out. He is pretty damn awesome. So go check him out right there. In my opinion, he is worth your time. He is a hell of a good dude. Well, awesome dude. He also lives in Canada too. So yeah, that also makes him even better. But he's British. So yeah, go check him out there. He's awesome dude. And he's also part of the Beatdown crew since he's a subscriber. So thank you for subscribing. I believe. I think he's still a sub. I believe. Yeah. Hopefully he is. So yeah. It says in here he is. So if he wasn't on the thing where I gave him a shout out, thank you for subscribing. By the way, if you weren't on there, because I actually downloaded my latest people who are currently subs. So yeah. But thank you for subbing. By the way, I do appreciate it. So yeah, go check him out there. He's awesome. So we're gonna end up our final thing for the night, and that is going to be the Q&A. Yes. As I always do every month, we do a Q&A session here where you guys can ask me any questions of any sort. This could be gaming related, movie related, comic related, show related, personally related, music related, anything really. You can ask me whatever ever you want. So yeah. However, we're going to be changing it up a bit nowadays, just because of a brand new thing that Twitch has released called the Twitch extensions. I have a thing now with Streamlabs where now if you click the little video player here on Twitch, there's a little pop-up with the logo there. If you click that, you can actually submit your questions that way, and we're actually going to be doing that way from now on. So yeah, if you have any questions of any sorts, you can use the Streamlabs Twitch extension. It is all the way down there. There should be a little thing on Twitch where you can click that button right there. If you're on the web browser, that is. You can go down there, click that, and you can send me a question my way if you want to, and I will answer them here on the channel. So that'll be the way I'll be answering questions. So if you send me a question through that, that's when I'll be answering the questions, by the way. It will be for the Monthly Beadown Podcast, so yeah. So yeah, feel free to send me questions my way, and I will answer them right here, right now, in just a few moments here. So yeah, if you have any questions about also the channel or whatnot, I will actually answer them right here as well. So yeah. You see that? You wonder what that is? Yeah, that's what that is, in fact. So yeah. So okay, we got one question right here. It's from Jinjos, and he says, "Do you think Odyssey will be better than 64 and Galaxy?" Well, my answer to that is, number one, I think it will automatically be better than Galaxy, obviously. Galaxy and 64 are like two different leagues of 3D Mario games, in my opinion. 64 is more open world, where you can basically go anywhere you want, basically. You're not like on a restricted path like the Galaxy games. So it's going to be more similar to like 64. Do I think it will be better than 64? That's tough to say. Because 64 is one of my favorite 3D Mario games personally. I adore that game. Sunshine is up there as well. But from everything I've seen for Super Mario Odyssey, I think it has a good shot, just because there's so many kingdoms in that game. There's so many moons to collect in that game. I mean, there's just a lot to like about this game. You can transform into people. It's just a lot of good things in this game. It looks like they have taken their time on this game and shoved in a lot in this game, and I'm really happy about that. They're going balls to the wall with this game. They're going with outrageous stuff that probably has never been done in a Mario game, like where you can actually toss your hat at somebody and you become them, or you become like an object in the world itself. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of interesting things to be excited for in this game. I mean, just how big the worlds are, and whatnot. Just everything you can just do. I mean, it just looks like a fun game. And that's what the games are about, right? Having fun, and that's what Odyssey looks like it succeeds at, and that's having so much fun. And so it's hard to say if it will be better than 64. We'll have to see. But it has a good shot of being better than 64. As for Galaxy, yeah, it'll easily be better than Galaxy. Galaxy games are great, don't get me wrong, but they are not in the same league as 64 or Sunshine. Because keep in mind, Galaxy, you're a bit on a restricted path, while in 64 Sunshine, you can basically go anywhere. You're not really restricted unless you're doing a specific star. It's like in Sunshine, where you select a star, that star only appears during that star mission, like Super Mario 64, where all the stars were basically located everywhere. You can go for any one of them you want. We're not restricted at them, so yeah. But yeah, that's what I feel about that. So thank you for the question there. I do appreciate that. Our next question is from Kippy. He asks, will Dolan learn to use Kier in KH3, or will he still die every 5 seconds? Wow, that is a good question. My answer is he will not die every 5 seconds. He will die every 2.5 seconds. See what I did there? 2.5, because it's a Kingdom Hearts joke. As for Kier, will he learn it? Hopefully. But, hopefully. So, yeah, thank you for the question there. I do appreciate that. Like I said, if you got any more questions, feel free to submit them by clicking the little icon down here on Twitch. And send your question by clicking that button, and you can use your Beatdown bucks to send questions, and I will read them here on the channel. So yeah, I will read them. So submit them my way. So yeah, poor Dawn. Actually, there was one question somebody asked me on my Ask FM. I will actually check that out real quickly as well. Just to answer, just because it was asked a while back. There were a few of them I will answer here. So I will answer those, but feel free to submit them to my, all of them to my, my Streamlabs thing here, so then I'll answer them that way. So yeah. So here's one of the questions. Whatever happened to Cards Against Humanity for late night beatdowns? I remember that you used to play it a lot, so just curious. Yeah, that is a good question actually. I used to play a lot of Cards Against Humanity for late night beatdowns, but I don't know what really happened to it. I think it just I remember it's because I wanted to get a bigger monitor, just because at the time I only had like a SD monitor, so it wasn't very widescreen. It was just kind of like a big square, so like it kind of took up a lot of my space on when I'm streaming. So it looked very like claustrophobic trying to like navigate everything, and plus I didn't really have enough like screen space to actually play cards myself, so it was kind of squishy in the corner and whatnot. So yeah, so I kind of stopped playing that until I wanted to get a bigger monitor. As of then, I have gotten a bigger monitor now. My monitor is actually pretty wide now, so I have a pretty big monitor now. But ever since then, I just haven't actually played Cards Against Humanity. The reason because of that as well is because I was also playing a lot of Jackbox Party Pack, and that's kind of just halted me from playing Cards Against Humanity, just because they're kind of almost the same a bit with Quiplash and all that kind of stuff. Or Fibbage and all that, but I guess you could say they're kind of different, a little different, but I just kind of was playing a little more of that compared to actually playing Cards Against Humanity. If people really want me to bring back Cards Against Humanity, I could, just because lately I just kind of been burnt out on playing Jackbox games, basically. I don't know. Jackbox is fun, but when you have people that come in and ruin it, I mean, it's not as fun to play. So I do need to bring back maybe Cards Against Humanity again. It is something that maybe I will do maybe this season, or maybe I'll bring it back, as long as that people really want it to come back. So yeah, people are like, yo, bring it back, bring it back. If there's a lot of support for it, for sure I will actually consider bringing it back again. So yeah. So yeah, so thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that, so thank you very much. The next question is, which duck? Anaheim Ducks or Donald Duck? Probably Donald Duck. I mean, the other ducks are the bane of my favorite hockey team's existence. So yeah. So that answers that question. Thank you for that. Another question is, have you met any of your internet friends in real life? I have not. No, I have not met anybody that I am considered friends with online in real life yet. Hopefully one day I'd like to eventually go to a convention or something like that, so I can meet up with internet friends or viewers like you. But that'll have to be sometime down the line. Right now, just because, I'm not sure when I would actually be able to go to a con and whatnot yet, because all of them always happen when I'm like in the middle of like my heavy work scheduling too, so it's kind of tough to like plan all that out and whatnot. So hopefully one of these days it can happen. And one of my ones I want to go to is definitely TwitchCon. TwitchCon would be very, very fun to go to. I would definitely like to go there one of these times, because TwitchCon seems like it's a fun time. PAX seems like it's a fun time, so I'd definitely like to eventually get the con bucket list off my lists to do. So yeah, it would definitely be fun to meet up with people for sure. So yeah, thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the question. Let's see. We got one question here, or I guess it's a joke. Let's see. Why did the picture go to jail? Because he was praying. Thank you for that. Anyway, what's next here? Senpai noticed me. Risei Fujikawa. I notice you. I notice you. I will notice you eventually. Whenever I play Persona 4 Golden, it will happen. One of these days. Anyway, thank you, Risei. All right. What else is next here? Let's see. Name 3 things that you think that shouldn't exist in this world. Oh, that's easy. Baby park, and oh god, I don't know. I can't think of a third one. Oh, I know, baby park. That's the 3 things in this world that should not be existing. And you know what? 3 versions of baby park. GameCube Baby Park, DS Baby Park, Mario Kart 8 Baby Park. So there you go, 3 things that should not exist in this world. So thank you for the question. Thank you. All right, let's see what's another question here. We'll see if we got another one on my Streamlabs here. We did not, unfortunately. So yeah. So I guess we'll check back on my Ask FM here. Let's see here. Question is here. Why did you lock me up? It's so dark and spoopy in here. I'll give you all that stuff in Mario and Rabbids, and you do this to me. Bible thump from Bernie, your biggest fan. Aww, Bernie, no. No, I didn't lock him up. He's just in another room over there. That's all. Just 'cause I have nowhere to really put him right now. Plus, summer's kind of over and it's kind of getting cold, so I mean, I have no really need for a fan at the moment. But he will make his return eventually. Don't worry. Probably in the next few number of months when it warms up again, I will definitely bring him back. So don't think he's gone forever. He'll be back. He's just on vacation right now. He's just taking a little bit of a vacation. That's all. That's what we'll call it. He's just he's in paradise right now. He's just cooling off, if you know what I mean. Okay. So thank you for that question. Thank you, Bernie. But yes, we'll see you sometime down the line again, Bernie. I do appreciate the question. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see. Torchic. Blaziken. Thank you for that. Trico Tree. I probably just triggered somebody saying that, so but thank you for that. Mudkip. I heard you like them. Whoever asked that question. But so thank you for that. Another question is, if you could change one thing about Nintendo, what would it be? Not Reggie. That's a I don't know, honestly. That's tough to say. I kind of like everything they kind of do, but honestly, if there's one thing I like them to do is to don't be afraid to change or try to be keep the same formula, because I don't know. I mean, a lot of the games are good. Don't get all their games are pretty good, but sometimes some of their series they play it a little too safe, right? I mean, remember when people were like, "Oh, 3D Metroid would never work," but then it ended up working. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, they added all these unique characters for the game and partners and whatnot. Nowadays, Paper Mario doesn't even have that. It's basically just Toads are your NPCs and that, and it's kind of boring. I love when they actually go out of their way and make things a little bigger than they need to. Like Breath of the Wild, for example. That's an entirely different take on Zelda, and probably almost for the better, I would say. Super Mario Odyssey, as you can see, it's basically going back to an old formula and just making it even more wilder and crazy. Stuff like that is what makes Nintendo great. Even their stuff where they play it a little safe at times, like with 3D World and Land and stuff like that, which are good games. Comparing it to other stuff they've made, they are pretty mediocre at best, I'd say. When you compare it to the Galaxy games or Mario 64 or stuff like that. Just for example, I really like when they go out when they do genres or just change change up their change their how do I say this? When they basically just change some of their franchises, games, plays, or whatnot. That's what makes them so exciting at times. Like Splatoon. I mean, I'm not too big on Splatoon, but that was something that became a hit because they never really did something like that before. So, yeah, when they make stuff like that, it always makes them exciting to do, as a company and whatnot. So yeah. I just like that when they when they take risks. And when they take risks, usually they definitely usually succeed. But when they don't, I mean, they still are good. But I mean, it just makes you wish they did a little more often, So, but yeah, that's kind of what I would say about that. So thank you very much for that question. I do appreciate that. Did we get any more on Streamlabs here? Nope, nothing on Streamlabs. Nothing on there. All right. Confess, what are you dreaming about? That's kind of personal. Kingdom Hearts 3. There you go. That's what I'm dreaming about. Another question here is, are you having cake? No, I'm having a glass of iced tea, actually. But thank you. I'm actually not having cake, and I actually don't even have cake, so yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint. So yeah, next one is, I healed you. I'm leaving. Have fun without my Grave Mage Shield. Donald Duck. Well, see ya, I guess. I don't really need you. But thank you, Donald. But thank you for that question, Donald. As always, you always ask the question every month, so. So yeah. I guess we got any more here? Let's see. life advice. Oh, I'm not really good at life advice here. I wouldn't say my life is that great, but I'd say just roll with it. I'd say just live it, because time moves pretty fast. So basically, just make the most of it. I should say that's kind of been my my advice of it. Just live it. Live freely. Enjoy it, because like I said, time just passes by really quickly. Because look at me, I'm streaming, and it feels like I've only just started streaming. Like, how is it already 2017 when I started casting in like 2011, right? I mean, it's like time just flies, right? So just definitely live it and just enjoy it, and just and yeah, that's kind of my advice for it. So yeah, thank you for that. You sent your question. Here we go. What are you most excited about Sonic Forces from Takata? Pretty much everything, actually. I actually really liking everything about the game. Definitely the story a little more. I'm actually a little more interested about the story. I actually am excited because going back to the Generations gameplay. I still kind of feel that classic Sonic being in the game seems kind of out of place, because they haven't really showed too much of him in it. But it's cool that he's there. I actually really like the fact that you can actually create your own character. I never personally had a Sonic OC character myself, but I like the idea that you can create yourself. There's a lot of debate about that, because the internet feels like that's the worst thing in the world, because, DeviantArt is the place of hell for Sonic OCs, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, but, I mean, if the Dragon Ball Xenoverse games can allow you to make a character, if the South Park games makes it so you can make your own character, why can't Sonic do it, right? I mean, it's something probably people have always wanted. Like, come on, let's be honest. You kind of wanted your own character to be in the Sonic universe for a game, right? I mean, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, right? Like I said, I personally have never had a Sonic OC myself, but it would always be cool to actually make one and actually be able to control him in an actual game for once, right? I mean, that's kind of cool, right? It's kind of one of those franchises like, yeah, that should be something that you should be able to do, right? Like, make your own character and just make him go around and help Sonic and whatnot, and team up with him and whatnot. Also the tag team gameplay as well, which I've seen, and it's kind of like Sonic Heroes a bit, which is my favorite 3D Sonic game personally, and seeing a bit of Sonic Heroes mixed into that is actually kind of exciting, where it's like your OC and modern Sonic teaming up together, and then doing like Sonic Heroes kind of stuff, which is pretty damn exciting. I'm actually really excited about that. That seemed pretty fun. My only thing I'm a little concerned of when it comes to Sonic Forces, I mean, is kind of a bit of the level design a bit. Don't get me wrong, a lot of it looks great, but when it comes to the modern Sonic gameplay, I think there's a little too many boost pads on the ground. Like the boost pads that make you like get boost to speed, right? It seems they put way too many of them on a lot of the levels there. Where all you can really do is basically, let's just say you're playing on this controller, right? All you have to do is press X to basically just boost, right? Like, what's the need and necessary for like a lot of the boost pads like on the ground there? I feel it kind of seems unnecessary a bit. Just because, especially you have a button where you can like boost yourself. I mean, they can be in the levels, don't get me wrong, but it seems like they add a little too many of them in there. I mean, they're trying to make him fast, I understand that, but it's like, if you already have a button that can make you go fast, I mean, what's the point of all these boost pads? It's kind of like Sonic 06 all over again, where he had all the little boost pads all over the ground. Now, classic Sonic's gameplay, it looks kind of the same, but you can easily tell the physics aren't like classic Sonic. It's kind of like Generations classic Sonic gameplay, so it kind of feels got a little more weight to it. After like how awesome classic Sonic felt in like Mania, it's too bad they didn't use the same physics engine from him and transferred that over to like this game, right? So it's kind of weird on that, but I had no problems with Generations Sonic, classic Sonic. He felt fine, but you can easily tell it's definitely not the same, right? As for the OC character, I mean, he looks pretty fun. I like the little gadgets he's got. He seems like he can definitely change up the modern gameplay a little bit. If there's one thing I could change when it comes to modern Sonic, is that I don't want him to have the little 2D sections. He should always strictly just be 3D, and that's it. Like, why does it have to, like, the camera switch over to 2D perspective at times? I mean, if you have classic Sonic, he already is your 2D perspective, right? Why does modern Sonic have to transform to 2D perspective at points and then switch back to 3D, right? He should just strictly be the 3D section, which I feel worked pretty well. Like the boost, like they call it the boost to win gameplay, where you just press this and then he'll just boost and win, or just go or run fast. Why does it have to like switch over to a 2D section out of nowhere? It should just strictly be the 3D stuff. But that's just me personally. But I don't mind the 2Ds. I just wish it was just strictly just 3D for him. I feel like he doesn't need the whole 2D parts. That's just me. But the gameplay still works pretty well. And I think it's probably the best 3D Sonic gameplay you'll probably make Sonic personally. I really enjoy the boosting mechanic. I just think it works the best for him. Now, some people say the adventure style works better. I could agree with that too, but the last time they did it, it didn't turn out very well. So, I mean, there's still potential for that gameplay style to be executed even better, but I think for now, they have a winning gameplay style with the boost formula, so I actually really like that a little more right now. And I think if they build on that, I think Sonic will be fine when it comes to 3D gameplay. So yeah, but as for Forces in general, I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to the new villain, aka Infinite. He is the best character they have made in a long time, and I'm excited for him. He's got that edge, man. He's got that edge. Probably more edge than Shadow, and Shadow's even getting free DLC, which is actually pretty exciting. Shadow is going to be playable for the first time in like over a decade in an actual Sonic game, so that's actually very exciting. So I can't wait to play as him. And he's gonna have DLC based on around the story that happens before the story of Sonic Forces. So that's pretty exciting. I can't wait to play as Shadow the Hedgehog again in Forces. So, and it seems like that game's gonna get a lot of DLC too. So that's pretty exciting. I can't wait for Forces. I've been waiting a little more anticipated for that game compared to Mania, because I already knew Mania was gonna be good, but I have more high hopes for Forces just because it's the first Sonic Team Sonic game since Lost World, which came out in 2013. So it's been quite a while. So I hope this game ends up being good. The story seems like it could be very good. I think it could be better than the adventure games, honestly. Because I think that's what they're more focused on in this one a little more, is the story for this time around. And the fact that there's a lot of speculation that Mania could be connected to Forces could be interesting. So yeah. So yeah, thank you for the question there. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that game. It looks pretty damn good. I am very excited for Forces, so you can definitely expect it. That's definitely the next Sonic game I'm playing on this channel, so get hyped for it. When that will be, who knows, but it will eventually be happening. So yeah, who is your best friend? That's another question I gotta ask here. Now, I'm not sure if you mean like in real life or like in on Twitch. Well, on Twitch I have said it's App. If you guys know who App is, Twitch. My friend on Twitch is my best friend on Twitch is definitely App. App is definitely my friend. He is definitely someone I hang out with the most when it comes to Twitch people. That's for sure, or chat with the most. So he's definitely my friend on Twitch. My best friend on Twitch. My actual friend in real life, you may have seen him in the chat before. He's a mod on my channel, and his name is Dreamcast. He's actually my real life friend that I've known since like elementary. So he comes by every now and then. So if you ever see him, yeah, that's you can know who that is. Or maybe he changed his name. I can't remember if he changed it. Let me see here. I'll look that up here. Yeah, he did. He changed it to Indie MTG. Okay, yeah. So he used to be called Dreamcast with a 3 for the E. So yeah, that was that's who I usually that's my actual in real life friend that comes by every now and then. So yeah. But it's been a while since I've talked to him, so he's probably busy and whatnot. So life happens. So I'm busy too. So it is what it is. So yeah. So yeah, thank you for that question. And we got one more here. Is how to impress a girl/woman. Well, I mean, you just gotta be nice to them, make them laugh, and yeah, that's kind of easy, I'd say. I can't say I'm the biggest person to like give dating advice or like how to, but definitely just be friendly and make them laugh. That's how you do it, I'd say. I mean, that's kind of how it's worked out for me, but that's basically how you do it. Just yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for the question there. Did we get one more out here on Streamlabs? Nope, don't think so. I think that's it. So yeah, guys. So with that, that's all for the questions here for this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. Starting next month for sure, we're going to be using the Streamlabs Twitch extension. So yeah, we won't be using the Ask FM for future Monthly Beatdown Podcast. They're now always going to be the Twitch extension for Streamlabs. So if you ever want to submit me a question for future episodes, there will be a button down here in my Twitch channel. You'll see like the little logo down there. You click that, send a question my way, and that's where I'll be answering them. So yeah, I think it's the easiest way too. Plus, you can just spend like $10 like easily to ask questions and whatnot. So yeah. If there is a way I can lower the price point for it, I definitely will. So yeah, I will definitely do so when I can. Out with the old and with the new. Yeah, pretty much. Switching up a few things. Switching out Spec Me and changing Ask FM a bit. Just because a lot of Ask FM I've been getting the past couple times, I should mention, has been like spam from like people I don't even know. And then it's like questions in like languages I don't even speak. So it's like, yeah. So I figured why not we just use the redemptions thing and ask questions that way instead. So yeah. Then again, it's only 50 beatdown bucks. Well, then there you go. Yeah, it's easy to make beatdown bucks on this channel, so it's not that hard. So yeah. So from now on, we're going to be using the redemptions thing in order to answer questions and whatnot. So yeah. I shall submit a French question next time. Well, damn. I cannot wait to say, no, go away. That'll be my answer. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that will conclude this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast for the October 2017 channel update. Hope you all enjoyed it. We just went through a few things, back for the past month, what happened basically this past month. We did our sub shout out. We did our newly streamer shout out. Shout out to once again British Andy. He is our streamer of the month, so go check him out. Our first ever streamer of the month, in fact. We also did our Q&A, just a little recap on the monthly the 60th anniversary show. Talked about a bit of the Empty Wallathon marathon and just some other things. And I guess I should mention one last thing. Stuff about all of this stuff here. You probably noticed it, like the new graphics and that. I did say we will talk about it here. Yeah, I guess I'll quickly talk about that real quickly. Yeah, we have changed a bit of the graphics and whatnot. They are new, yeah. I figured we should change them up a bit for the new season, and they kind of look like plain with just the white border, and so I think this looks a little better. It looks a little more cooler looking. Got a little more modernized feel to it. I like how fancy they look, especially on. I'll showcase the actual stream ones again if you haven't seen them yet. Here is the how it looks like on an actual this is my normal webcam scene where I'm just talking to you guys. I have changed a little bit of it. This was originally the music playing thing was usually set there, and then the title was down over there. I have switched it a bit here. This is kind of what it looks now. I actually really like how this looks. And then our second scene, which has the actual gameplay footage, which we don't have anything up right at the moment, but that's where all the game footage would be. Here's me, here's the chat, and I figured we should add the chat again, just because sometimes when I'm talking or just when I'm just like saying something and something happens, the chat kind of just. You don't get really to see the chat's reaction as much, right? So I figured we should add the chat to the side there, just so you guys can see your reactions whenever it happens. And then our third one, when we actually have gameplay footage going on, I have this footage now. I have this webcam here, so yeah, it's definitely cooler looking. I actually really like how it looked. Yeah, I hope you guys like the new changes. It's very, very, very cool looking. But these don't get used too often. It's mainly just the normal stream one, which is basically just this. So this is basically the one you'll see the most out of all of them. So yeah. And I should mention that these new layouts are only exclusive to Let's Play nights and to the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. Mario Kart Sundays, nothing changing for that. It's just going to be the same thing. There may be some changes for it down the line, but as of right now, it's just going to be for Let's Play nights and for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast for at this time. They may get updated at a future time, but for now, it's just for Let's Play nights and for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, because I figured they needed to be changed and spiced up a bit, and I think I really like how they turned out, because they look very nice, and it makes the channel look a little more professional too, and not so like cheap when it comes to the webcam stuff. Because I should mention, because if you guys don't know, last season 6 was actually the first year I started actually using the webcam. So for stuff, I never used the webcam for the past 5 seasons before that. This is actually my first time actually using it officially now, or especially like now. Like last season was my first time using it, and it looked good for then. But I figured, you know what, we'll change it up a bit to make it look a little better. And yeah, I like how it turned out at the end. So yeah, that's how that looks. So yeah, guys. With that, that's it for this month. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you guys are on Twitch, this will be archived and will be put in the VOD Wednesdays. So you guys can watch that again if you need to catch up. Also will be on the YouTube channel as well, so if you didn't catch this live, it is going to be up there, so watch this on YouTube. If you enjoyed it this month, make sure to give a like. Also subscribe to my channel on YouTube to get more of my podcasts and highlights and all that jazz. And also follow the Twitch channel you can find in the description, found down below in the description. Also down there will be British Andy's channel, so you can go follow him, because he is our cast of the month, so go check him out. He's an awesome dude. And yeah, that's basically going to be it. So for the next episode of the Monthly Beadown Podcast, I'm not too sure when exactly that'll be. Could be Halloween, in fact, maybe October 31st. That might be when it happens. So yeah, that might be when I'll actually do the November channel update. Will be on the 31st, but we'll see. I will eventually, I'll say or mention when I will actually be able to do my episode of the Monthly Beadown Podcast. So yeah, keep an eye out on the events section on Twitch, and you guys can find out when I will be going live for that. So yeah. But yeah, so next time we'll be after this recording. Alright, we'll be back here later tonight, guys. If you're here on Twitch, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, with day 1 of Cuphead, our second of 2 games of the Empty Wallathon Marathon, and game number 132 of Let's Play Night. So that should be awesome. We'll see you all then for that. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you on the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast and the next stream here on TGBD. So until then, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.